times when we have issues, it's usually that we're firing our hips almost too quickly, and that's when we get a lot of balls that start hooking or pushing. It's really good to be patient when we're talking about striking our ball. The minute your plant hits as a field goal kicker, you guys are trying to rush and slam those hips closed as fast as you can. And what's end up happening is your plant foot isn't actually planted. It's only just starting to touch the ground. And by the time you're firing your hips, and by the time that foot is planted, we're actually turned. And that's when we start getting those inconsistencies. So you need to learn to be patient. Wait for that plant foot to just not just hit the ground, but grip that turf and really pull your hips through. That's where we get the majority of our power, is by our plant foot pulling our hips through the ball. I cannot even begin to tell you how many more yards you can get on your kick when you realize that power doesn't come from your kicking leg, but rather from your plant leg. And when you can master that, and it takes patience, which when we talk about being patient as a kicker, we're talking about a couple tenths of a second or a couple thousandths of a second of planting and waiting a quick second before we slam those hips closed. And man, that patience right there will bring you another 10, 12 yards on your field goals, another 10, 12 yards on your kickoffs, and most importantly, it will give you better compression, which will get you that good rotation on that ball, and even more importantly, it will increase your accuracy a ton. And so the other thing it will help is, obviously, when we are patient, it allows our hips to slam close that contact, but stay square on follow through, which really will help that foot come up to our face, but also make sure that our shoulders aren't crossing over, making our hips go the other way. And that's when we kind of are all discombobulated, and usually that comes from us crunching as well. So I think if we can work on winding out your plant, not crunching into the ball, but most importantly, being patient enough to wait for that plant foot to grab that turf, and really pull from the quad of that plant foot and the calf of that plant foot and the toes of that plant foot, man, you won't believe the difference that will make.